Lump.
It's
Fire friend like me, fire friend like me. If you not want betrayal, fire friend like me, fire friend like me, fire friend like me. If you not want betrayal, fire friend like me.
Bombe oh, fire friend let me. Bombe jene oh, fire friend let me. Fire friend let me. Fire friend let me.
Hey, see bestie, your bestie not sweet like my bestie. Your bestie da la bestie, fire friend like me.
I say, see bestie wanting to wealthy. Fire friend let me. I hear them say they want me go, I say
Some of them say they want me go,
I say
Some French là, oh ah, oh ah, oh. Some French là, oh ah, oh ah, oh ah, oh. Some French là, oh ah, oh ah, oh ah, oh. French là, oh ah, oh ah, oh ah, oh. Hey, see bestie, your bestie not sweet like my bestie. Your bestie da la bestie, fire friend like me.
I say, see bestie wanting to wealthy. Fire friend let me. Okoro, 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 okoro. They won't step on my blessing, but God get it breaking, yeah. Okoro, they won't call it my blessing, but God get it breaking, yeah. Okoro,
French, see French, can't see Papati French. And I want no back for French. Wangolo, 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 wango for bestie, wango for daddy,
I
wangolo.
hear them say they want me go, I say I hear them say they want me go, I say
Some French là, oh ah, oh ah, oh ah, oh. Some French là, oh ah, oh ah, oh ah, oh. Some French là, oh ah, oh ah, oh ah, oh. French là, oh ah, oh ah, oh ah, oh. Hey, see bestie, your bestie not friend by my bestie. Your bestie da la bestie, fire friend like me.
I say, see bestie wanting to wealthy, my lonely fire friend let me.
DJ Young T.
you got money like Johnny. You funny. It's
There are 5 priorities we have, and we call that the what. And then there are 5 things we call the how we'll do it. And those priorities are as follows. Our first priority is infrastructure. Simply put, it's electricity, it's roads, it's water, and it's internet and cell phone connectivity across Liberia. We have to invest in infrastructure. That is the top priority. That's the basis on which we can and will do everything else. The second priority for us is job creation. There are too many unemployed, underemployed, and unemployable Liberians. The unemployment rate is over 85%. And therefore, job creation is our next priority, creating jobs for the Liberian people. The next priority is agriculture. We are a country that do not feed ourselves. These are things we can do for ourselves. We should be producing rice to feed ourselves. And my commitment is that by the end of my first term in office, we will be self-sufficient in rice production. And within education, we're focused on vocational training, teachers training, and adult education. But we have to educate our young people because, again, that's how we can help them create jobs. That's how we can train farmers. And so these things are all linked together. And our final priority in terms of the what's is health. Because you can have good infrastructure, you can have a good job, you can feed yourself, you can have great education, but if you don't have your health, it doesn't matter. And so health is our fifth priority, and there we're focused on primary health care and preventive health care. So those are the what's we'll do for our people, for the Liberian people. How are we going to do these things? The first how is we want to engage Liberians differently in the transformation of our country. We call this hearts and minds. How do we get all Liberians to participate in the changes that are required? We're going to use arts and music and culture and reconciliation and religion. All of these things, we will be deliberate in using these things to engage us as a people in this transformation process. And so we're doing some work on how we can make those things happen. The next how is that we're going to find the money. We have to find the resources, the money, to do all of the what's I mentioned earlier. And the way we'll find the money is first, we'll go after waste in government. You know, we spend a lot of money on things that we don't need, or we pay too much for things that we do need. So for example, I believe the vehicles we buy for our government officials, we spend too much money on that. We should reduce the number of vehicles, and we should buy less expensive vehicles for our government officials. We need to reduce how much they make so we can pay teachers and civil servants and police officers and the military officers and healthcare workers, people who actually do the work. We need to pay them more money and reduce the gap between those at the top and those who actually do the work. The other way we'll find the money is going after this thing called corruption. You know, corruption has been the bane of our country, is the primary reason why we are as underdeveloped as we are today. And we will aggressively go after corruption. The first thing we'll do is we will appoint a corruption czar, a minister in charge of corruption in the presidency that will coordinate all of the agencies that are meant to find corrupt officials. Secondly thing we'll do is we'll make sure we are giving the resources, the money, the right people, the right logistics to the anti-corruption agencies, the LACC, Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, the General Accounting Office, the Public Procurement and Concessions Commission. We will make sure they got the right resources to go after corrupt officials. After that, when we find people who are corrupt, we will prosecute them, we will put them in jail, and we'll seize their assets. It will not be good enough for you just to resign. Okay. So those are the things we will do to really go after corruption. I have committed that I will not take a salary. The salary that is paid the president, I will allocate it towards helping to fight corruption. That's how important I think it is to us. And then the other way we'll find the money is we'll make sure we're getting full value, the full monies we're due from our natural resources. We'll look to exploit other natural resources so we can get the funds required to fund healthcare, to fund infrastructure, to create jobs, etc., etc. So finding the money is the second how. The next how is we want to create a government of inclusion. We want all sections of our country to be represented in the government. We want opposition political parties to be in government because we believe that having a government inclusion will help all of us make the right decisions. It will make sure that we're spreading the resources of our country across the entire country. And then the last two hows, one is growing the private sector. We will focus on growing the private sector so Liberians can primarily benefit from that growth. No longer should Liberian business people be spectators to our economy. And we want to actively support Liberianization and encourage and provide credit and other facilities to Liberian businesses so they can participate. And last but not least, we will use technology. We'll leverage technology to help us achieve our goals. So those are the what's and the how's. I thank you. God bless you. God bless the Republic of Liberia.
Not in the business, you catching fever. Getting serious like empty river. Ain't no stopping by the river. And as we coming, we sweeping, we cutting, we moving all the way. Yeah, yeah. We coming, yeah. Where is our we coming? As we coming, we sweeping, we coming. And then when we meet up, speak. Where is our we coming? Yeah, you're coming, yeah. We coming.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Thank you. My name is Munel Kishen, aka the General. Okay, at least I can. The volume is good. How are you guys? This is the show that don't have too many viewers live, but guess what? This is the show that reach a lot of people, and this is the show that resonating. Oh, you're not believing. You say that a lot of money. Guess what? I got a call today from somebody in Liberia, and the person left me a message. How are you, sir? My name is blank. I'm not going to call you. I watched your show this morning in a van, and I would really love to come on your show. And then the person said, I what? I saw another show, but the time you come on, there's no light in my area. I would love if I can talk to you on WhatsApp, and my WhatsApp number is blah 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 blah. Then again, I got another one from Nimba County. And guess what? The person said that they would love to invite me on the radio station in Ganta, not Gompana. The other day, the person heard me on, and the person said, I would love to get you on my show. And I told the person, say, anytime, set the date, and I will. And I will. Okay. The person said, okay. Oh, yeah, the person replied me, Monday by 3 p.m. Monday by 3 p.m. This is my WhatsApp number, blah, 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 blah. Good afternoon, brother. How are you doing? This and that. I call you this afternoon. Okay, guess what? Let me see something. Let me see if you'll pick up the phone because I missed this call. Guys, this is Munel Kishen, aka the General. And let me see if guys, we get in there. Don't be discouraged. I know if you're on this platform right now and you're not a comment supporter, you are free to say whatever you want to say. But whenever I see your comments, I'm motivated. Whenever I see your comments, I fire up. Okay, I know it's late now in Liberia because it's Nima County. I know you will not pick up the phone. But by the grace of God, on Monday, I will be on the air in Liberia. They call it Radio La Wayne in Tapeta, Nimba County. Ooh. Yes. This is the show where you won't find too much. You will not find 10,000. You will not see no 1,000. You will not see this because I don't have money to even buy no damn viewers. So either you watch me or you don't watch me. But the fact of the matter is not how many people views, how many audience at the time view me. But do you know what it means? You know, the other day I was watching Roland Martin, and Roland Martin had about 1K. The other time I saw him with 900 viewers. Roland Martin, that's a small man. But when a Liberian people can go 2,000, I don't know how we manage it. When a Liberian on a talk show, they can go 4,000, 5,000. I don't know how they manage it. But just imagine American. They get, I've seen the best show there. Sometimes, just imagine ABC and all. When they give me the news, and you see the 2,000 watching them and whatsoever. But when a Liberian people, I know Liberian people ain't got nothing to do but to just glue 2,000 Liberian just glue to the Facebook like that. You know, I was watching Ava today, and they had a very good discussion. And then Good day, Flomo. Good day, Flomo. You know, I told him the other day on Spoon, I said, Good day, you are a journalist. Behave like a journalist. Let the people respect you. When you start to play politics, if you try to act like a partisan journalist, then you lose. At the end of the day, nobody gonna take you serious. You know, I don't like to see people. I'm not a journalist. I am not even an look. Because of election, I started going on Facebook from Mr. Cummings. Not even from President We are, but from Mr. Cummings, that how I started. I put a Facebook page together and I started going live. I'm not a journalist. I'm just a political commentator and somebody who learning little by little, who do a lot of reading, who do a lot of research, who listen to people when they're talking. And I come and share it with you. It's not that you can't come on Facebook. It's not that you can open your own page if you log. You can do it. But not because you see me up here that mean maybe I'm crazy. No. My time talking for Mr. Cummings, it do not interfere with my family finance. It don't interfere with my working time. It don't interfere with anything. But I love my country, Liberia, like you. Every Liberians are important. We love our country, but we love our country in a different way. But I want to see good for Liberia. When we get a good government, trust me, you will not go through problem. I will not go through problem. At least our people back home will understand and they will start to experience what they mean when you're working again. The people in Liberia, they already experienced Liberia. Let me tell you the truth. They have not seen the beauty of Liberia yet. Some people don't know that we had telephone in the street in Liberia. Some people never don't believe that we have street lights in Liberia. They don't believe it. But because of what's going on, because of the situation that's going on, guys, whether you like me or not, you don't need to like me. You don't need to be my friend. You don't have to. But Liberia is what matters. If you have a candidate that you're supporting, I'm not forcing you. I am not begging you, but I'm asking you to see reason. I'm not demanding from you, but I'm asking you to see reason for you to make that decision for Liberia. Seriously. Our biggest problem in Liberia is governance, not no Liberian people. Although Liberian people get it, and when they say Liberian people get hard time, that is so-called educated Liberian people, the one who say they went to school, yeah, they the one can be putting all the dirty, dirty things in our people ear. They are the one making our people to be corrupt because they lie so much. So they put and say, listen, they get up and say, dry meat, dry rest, sweet, but why will be eating the meat get dry? Yes, I will be calling someone from Liberia on WhatsApp. And I just see the text again. He watching the show right now. Okay, good. All right, he just texted me. So I will be calling you in 5 or 10 minutes. So I just saw a text from him again. So guys, Liberia is our proud. You know, let me say this before I call. Liberians, it is not a mistake that we were born in Liberia. It is not a mistake that you are Obaso man. It is not a mistake you're Gil man. Nobody chose the tribe. Nobody chose the religion. Whatever you were born in, that's it. So you don't have to hold no one responsible. One thing is that we are Liberians. Liberians. So that is why, because I see something in this guy, Alexander Cummings, I see something in him that is not in other politicians. All the other politicians, let's put them together. They all got baggages. I'm not saying that Mr. Cummings is perfect. He's a man of flaw with flaws. He has his own problems, but he's an honest man. Somebody asked me today, how well do you know Mr. Cummings? You think Mr. Cummings will not do the same thing like the other politicians? No. You know why I say no? From 2006 to now, if anybody who is corrupt, you'll find them. But Liberian people corrupt now. They say because they believe that all politicians should be corrupt. Any politician, anybody ever get into politics, you're a criminal. They say Mr. Cummings, he corrupt, he get clean hands. Mr. Cummings, he steal no money from government. They say we got to find something on Mr. Cummings. Oh, Mr. Cummings stop a friend from leaving the party. Wait. They say Mr. Cummings changed the document so nobody can leave. You see how dumb they are? And they think that we're stupid. Mr. Cummings went there and changed the document and said, you know what, I will change the document. In the future, maybe they won't run away. That the thing is Mr. Cummings. And then you get government, the government happy. I'm not going to call solicitor the SG, the Solicitor General, because whatever he's doing it for the CDC government. But it's a little bit, I will get on the CDC government before I leave from here. And I say this, I'm not running for office. You that watching me, you're not running for office. But anybody who said they are politicians and they want to run for office, whether they can run for office 22 years from now and they say they plan to do it, when you make mistake, we'll call you out. When you make mistake, we will call you out. Now, one thing I will tell you that. So, we got one to go. Let me call this guy. I hope he pick up the phone. Let me call. I hope he pick up the phone. But man, if you watch me, you can call me, man. Call me on WhatsApp because I'm looking for the number here. I got to save it on WhatsApp before I do anything. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, the phone. Let me see if he on Messenger. I would may not sleeping because I call it and make it pick up your phone. Anyway, well, if you're watching me, you can call me if you're watching. Yeah. Okay, guys. Okay. Hello, I call you on WhatsApp, but you're not answering.
Yeah, my internet is giving me problem, General. That's why you see me.
Okay, I saw your call. What message you got for me? So how everything there?
General, I've been following you, General, and your show have inspired me, even though I'm not a ANC member, I'm not a supporter of Alexander B. Cummings.
I'm a member of the United Party. First of all, my name is Aaron Pauly, and based on security reasons, I can't show my location right now what I'm calling for, but I'm in Liberia. You know, the situation about Mr. Cummings and our own United Party people, I just got to know the reality today that Mr. Cummings changed no document. And I can tell you this, General, there are a lot of executive members in the United Party at this point here, you know, with the way people are dealing with the old man. They know very well that this old man can't do anything to change this country, but they just forcing Joe Biden. It's today we got to know this. And maybe a week from now to the end of this month, you will see concerned United Party members resigning from that party. Because we understand that there are a lot of people just pushing this old man who doesn't even want to contest for the presidency come 2023. Only for this old man to go and then for them to enjoy comes 2023. And we will not allow that because this is a party that we suffer for. We enjoy the way the city used to be united. But since things broke away, we don't know what's going on. You see the case today, we're supposed to be feeling Kennedy in Lofa County. But because of those people, the great politicians pushing our political leader, you see what happened now? We can't feel Kennedy again in Lofa County.
So that mean you disappointed in Mr. Bwaka.
Of course, we are disappointed, not only me. I'm a leader of a group in United Party concerned United Party partisan. I'm the leader of that group. And like I said to you, by the end of this week, the following week are coming, or any time from now, you will see a press statement from us. We have about 25 members in our group, and we are very serious about that. Even hierarchies of our party, they are disappointed. But we will not come publicly and say, because at the end of the day, you know, it will be a disgrace to the party. But for us, we can risk our future because of the dirty politics they're trying to play in this country. It's just lying on our men. I may not change nothing. Me, I'm not an ANC member. I don't support COVID. Like I said to you, you know very well, every day you myself talk, I tell you I'm a United Party man. You know that for sure. I'm very clear. If you see me calling you today, give me this information or something we see, and we'll gather all the facts, we'll share with you, and you will know what we're trying to say. We will resign from this party, the United Party, and then we'll make our final decision in the best interest of the Liberian people. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, brother. Keep safe. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And share the video and let the people know it's all about Liberia. Just staying strong there, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
All right. Okay, guys. He's from all the way Liberia, and you heard it for yourself. And the fact of the matter here is that, and look, let me see. Hello. Yeah. I was talking to somebody from Liberia. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, guys, you heard him. There are a lot of people who are disgruntled within the Unity Party. We're saying these things here, but watch it. Now, you know, let me put a statement up by the old man the other day. This was the statement the old man put up. As the people of Lofa County gear up for senatorial by-election in May, the ex-ruling Unity Party warned authority of the National Election Commission to be fair and transparent in handling matters currently before the commission. UP officials say any attempt by NEC to stop the UP from putting up a candidate in the upcoming special senatorial election could lead to chaos. You see, Mr. Bwaka now trying to be the new rebel leader. You see, what goes around comes around. When the thing that you digging hole, I told you before, when you go in a bush to pick your medicine, your juju, be careful the one you bending down to that somebody who know juju. Every day we living, we going, we sleeping, we coming. So if Unity Party don't come back and beg for us to amend that part of that document, you just say to Joseph Bwaka. Now, they're putting a new coalition together. New coalition with other political parties that don't even get office, other that don't even have office. That's a good thing. But you check that new coalition, if you will see the name UP or ALP, they will put that thing together and pretend as if it's UP. They will not leave coalition, collaboration and go to another collaboration. You got your name got to be out. We must learn to support and respect what we put on paper. We don't need United Party. Let me tell you the real truth. We don't need United Party. The people in United Party are supposed to support Mr. Cummings. They already in Mr. Cummings' corner. They already there. The one who supporting Joseph Boakai. I'm not here to convince you. I'm not here to justify nothing to you. You can keep your vote. You will make that decision, not me. Because why would I waste my time? When you hardly don't think about anything. Why you want me to waste my time? I can't waste my time on this thing. Do you know sometimes it's good not to argue with people who don't share your values? Don't waste your time to convince people who are not ready. People who look at black and say that's not black. It look like a dark blue. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. You know the story. It was Tiger and Zebra. Zebra told Tiger that the grass is blue. Tiger said, shut your damn mouth, man. The grass is green. He said the grass is blue. So they argue. Then they went to the king. When they got to the king that was a lion. He said, what happened, Zebra? Zebra said, Mr. President, I telling Tiger, but Tiger don't agree with me. I told Tiger that the grass is blue. And Tiger telling me, then he said, Tiger, what he said? Tiger said, Mr. President, the grass is green. He said, no. Tiger, and he said, Zebra, you're right. The grass is blue. So Zebra started running in the town. When Zebra left, Tiger came to the lion and said, but Chief, tell me the truth. What are you trying? He said, listen to me. Why will you waste your time on somebody who already made up their mind? Why will you waste your time? That is why I say it's blue, because I expect you to know better. Why waste your time on Zebra who don't know? Zebra mind is made up already. Somebody, he's nothing. You can grab Zebra and chew him any day. It's the same thing with all UP people there. When they come on your post, you know I can enjoy them. They play will beating them, boom, 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 pam, pam, pam. Why I'm telling you about Cummings' agenda, I'm telling you that Cummings' first priority on his agenda is infrastructure. The UP and CDC people telling me, say, look at that stupid man, he got nothing to do. When I'm telling you on infrastructure is electricity, good drinking water, internet connectivity, roads, bridges, and whatsoever, they telling me, say, Mr. Cummings' finger document. When I'm telling you how to create jobs, they will come back again and say, Mr. Cummings will never be president. When I'm telling you about education, we'll talk about teachers training. We're talking about primary education. They say, Mr. Cummings, he know nothing. Then when we come to agriculture, we're talking about agriculture. We're talking about mega agriculture. They say, Mr. Cummings will never be president. When we tell them about education, we talk about health care. When you're talking about primary health care, whatsoever, they say, Mr. Cummings, the American citizen. They ain't get nothing for offer. They don't have nothing. UP will go right to the CDC. They will take power. If they want to take power, then they will bring their agenda up. Liberian people, we're not giving no blank checks. We will not give no blank checks to nobody. Joshua was very lucky and blessed to get a blank check. The only man who never attend or debate. The only man who say, I don't know what to do for y'all, but you just love me and will give him the presidency. That the first round. Come October the 2023. That when he parking in Satuka. He parking in Satuka. Joshua can fix the invisible parkour. Joshua can go and pave the other road down the place. So Joshua can no light. Come 2023. no light in the country, they will vote for you. No good health care, they will vote for you. People, children dying, you won't prosecute one criminal yet. But at Alex Cummings, who won't challenge you that it may you won't prosecute. You have not charged or even sent one murderer to jail. From the Odell Sherman, the who, the people, children who been lost in from District 17, 16, people dying. And Innes, the auditors, the other again, I just died. People dying every day. Broad daylight, they attacking Liberian citizens, no justice. They will vote for you, come 2023. They will vote for you. Anybody that you ever hear them saying that, or the opposition to messing up so Joe will win, that person is a CDC supporter. That person is a CDC supporter. We, the opposition, we're not running the government. We don't collect taxes. We don't travel. We can't take pay. We're not negotiating for the government. They are vest with us. We the one trying to put ourselves together to get good leadership for the first time in our country. Go back to history. By this time, there will be nobody talking about running for president. Because everybody can be sitting down. Then they start coming by June, July, August. Then next year, they will come and say, I won't run. Mr. Cummings, so who you're talking about? That the only man were in the country, Tonte George, we are got confused. George, we ain't go nowhere. George, we are running Monrovia. He's in charge of Republic of Monrovia. My first time see that I don't want to again, my people. Or he concentrating Monrovia. They having party Monrovia, using your taxpayer money to have July 26th Monrovia. In a kind of hardship. They won't get upon America money too. They kind of hardship. Nobody against no development. Everybody want a development in the country. You see that Invisible Park? I love it. I love the Invisible Park. It look nice. It's shiny because it's clean right now. Y'all will hear the fun. We want to know who will go there. Which step of Liberia will go there. And in real life, if that thing were in America, they were not going to put it down. How the hell you get an airport? We close the airport down. They play the plane so to pick up the airport train plane right there. Oh, Jesus Christ. You can get a car road passing. That particular place, he could not put a goalpost because of aviation. But that's good. The president can get up any day and just say this. The president is so powerful. Until the president can make one telephone call, they drop or charges against a fugitive. The man go to court, but they put a man name on the pardon list. That's how powerful the president is. Against the Constitution. This president have violated the Constitution so much, but nobody can say nothing. Because Liberians don't know. They don't know. So President Weah can go up and come down, they will contest against him. Instead of you doing the people's job, doing the jobs of the people, and then you continue to, and let me show you one of the worst things, especially our journalists. I will be over the place. Our journalists. We're in a freaky war. A national newspaper will put a damn picture up and say, President Weah remove Nathaniel Magee, Samuel 12 because due to administrative reason. What are April Fool? In that April Fool. Newspaper that people read and get news that's supposed to be real. They are all doing April Fool. It are some talk show hosts or something, people who just talk and can get April Fool. But a national newspaper, Heritage, although maybe that's what they're wishing for, maybe everybody wishing for them to remove Magee or whatsoever. I don't give a damn if President Weah remove Magee. I don't give a damn if President Weah remove 12. If President Weah believe that these guys are working to the will and pleasure of him, then they remain there. But all we know that this government has failed the Liberian people. This government failed the Liberian people. They are so bad until they put the president's life at risk. That's how bad they fail the Liberian people. I don't care who is the president. They are so bad and corrupt until they put the president's life at risk. Coming to our airport that we spend millions of dollars and we still paying the debt. No current, no light, no light, no light at the airport. Not the first time, not the second time. No light. Because all the government officials got free current. They are the real number one power theft guys. The government officials, not no damn poor people who stealing one light bulb. Not the light bulb, one light bulb. I challenge anybody. Let them prove us wrong and let Nathaniel Magay or any government officials show the receipt of light bills. Some of them might have it, but the permanent one that don't have it. Don't you know in Liberia that you know Liberians we are funny people because that's how they brought us up. They say train your child in a way that when they grow, that they will not depart from it. If we train our citizens to be corrupt, what do you expect? Every one of us, all we know that when they give this man job and the job get chopping, that's a good job. Some might say I won't get my own job too, and I can get chopping because that's how we were brought up. So that is why giving good people problem, good people hard times. And some people can't stand it. Mr. Cummings got patient. I have never seen a man that got patient like Mr. Cummings. All the guys who left from America, the real guys who tried to help that government, under Ellen Johnson, they were so frustrated they walked out of Ellen life. They walked out. There's another guy who went to Liberia. The guy said, I'm not going to Liberia again. But Mr. Cummings is the first Liberian who retired from his daily work and decided to run for president. Show me one. None of them have done it. None. Mr. Boakai never retired. Mr. Boakai entire life, he never worked with civil. His entire life of appointee. And one time he was some consultant at the bank or World Bank or something. Everybody who run for president, they either had a job and they try to run when they finish, they go right back to the job. President, we have never had a job. When you're playing football, when you're in sports, it's not a job. Your talent giving you the money. When you retire, because that sports have a limit. Certain age, when you reach, you're done. Then you go into your real field. Music is a job. It's a profession. Sports, to play soccer, is not a profession. But when you pay, you're professional. Maybe somebody will come, oh, man, you stupid, you know what you're talking about. Maybe you yourself don't know what I'm talking about too. Sports do not improve anything in our life. It's an entertainment. Just how you go to the club and listen to the music, you dance to the music, ain't do nothing for you. The person who made the music, the person that get the money. That's it. There is nothing is room for you. So by the time you reach 30 in soccer, 35, forget it. You can't go nowhere again. So but Mr. Cummings retired. He went out there, he went to school, he worked his butt off. He retired at the age that God blessed him. Some of us are still struggling. And listen, they think are not equal. I can still eat. My wife can still cook. My children still going to private school. I still get job. Thank God, God gave me small thing. I can still dance. I cannot in a wheelchair. Thank God for that. I don't need to be like you. I don't need to get money like you. But one thing I got that you don't have, maybe, is happiness and love and a patriotic blood, because I want good for Liberia. That is why we are desperate. That is why I'm taking my time, and I will remain on Facebook until the election is over. If it pisses you off, go and hang yourself. That is why I'm here, because I'm desperate. I'm desperate for a better infrastructure, that people will go back to Liberia and say, yes, this is the Liberia we expect. I'm desperate because I want our government to open avenues that businesses and other people will come in to create jobs. That is why I'm desperate. I'm desperate for an agriculture system, a good agriculture program that will create jobs and help other people. If we can't even feed ourselves. That is why I'm desperate. I'm desperate for a better education in Liberia. I'm desperate because Liberian kids right now paying up to 8,000 Liberian dollars just to go to government schools. I'm desperate. I'm desperate today because when we leave this country and go home, you are on a death trap. When you leave from outside and you enter your own country, you are on a death trap because you don't expect your body to be the same. Malaria, whatsoever, will kill you within no time. So we go into Liberia by the mercy of God. Even the people on the ground cannot even get the health care. That is why we're desperate. That is why Mr. Cummings is desperate for a change. He ain't desperate for a chance. He ain't desperate for you to give him job and then he. But let me tell you, there is no politician in Liberia in this race that know the economy better than Alex Cummings. There is no politician in Liberia that would negotiate with countries compared to Alex Cummings, because he was there before. He did it before. He did it for the biggest company that you ever think about, Coca-Cola. He's a man with heart, honesty, integrity, empathy. Mr. Cummings knows how it feels when a mother cannot put food on the table for her child. Mr. Cummings been through it. Mr. Cummings knows how a father feels when he can't send his child to school. He knows very well. That is why you say, God bless me. He don't show off. He still wear his simple little clothes. He still eat a little food. But because we Liberians believe that when you get money, you should share it with us. No, that's not his business. If he want to do it, he do it. Let us come back to individual Liberians. This man have done a lot for Liberia than any citizen that I know about. George Weah played football for Liberia. All the trophy he won it in the name of George Manning Weah. God bless him. What best? God bless him. That's his talent. Alex Cummings left and went abroad, went to school, and worked with Pittsburgh Food Company as vice president, 36 years old, responsible for Asia, over $1.1 billion. He worked with Coca-Cola from regional manager up to second vice president, chief financial officer, responsible also for legal matters. The entire Coca-Cola, and retired with honors. He's a celebrity. He is. The white people know him. The corporation, all the public corporation know him. The other day, what happened? Because he's a celebrity, he was invited at the International World Economic Forum in Washington, D.C. He was one of the panelists, along with former prime minister from Brazil, former CEO, Hewlett Packard, and all these different companies. He was the only black man that's so proud for Liberia. The same way George Weah won the world best and Africa best, proud for Africa and Liberia. He went through, he retired, he went back home. He went home. His dream was to go back home. And to prove to you that he's gone home, he built a mansion, how I consider it to be 5, 6, 7 stories that got current 24/7. Go see the other house that he built in Magibi. Go and see it. He don't brag about it. That he has sweat. He ain't wet, his sweat. See what he doing in Liberia. We will bury Mr. Cummings in Liberia. A God came him today, Liberia will bury him here. He's not going nowhere. He moved home. He ain't got to run back to America to come work. He don't have to run back to America to work. Even if he's on a board or whatsoever, it's not a job. Una in Liberia say, "Boom, man, a job thing." So you see, Mr. Cummings don't need to come to Liberia, to America to come work again. Say, "Oh, you know, I gotta go back to USTC." All our politicians, by the time they fail, they chile. The one who can go nowhere, they stay in Liberia, they shut them out, no office, no nothing, no members. This coming election, I'm not too sure if we'll get 10 candidates. Seriously. So it's not a bad thing. Let everybody join. Let everybody clear the road. The small guy then go to where you won't go. That person goes so everybody go to where they want to go. That's a good thing. That's competition. When you go into competition, you got two options. You either win or you lose. Simple. We believe in the people. Save this step. The Liberian people will vote for change. The Liberian people will vote for Mr. Cummings. I know some of y'all, you're hardcore. They hate us. Why I'm talking about what Liberia needs. Liberia needs leadership. Liberia needs a real leader that will look in the eyes of the corrupt politician and say, "Your days are over, my brother." A real leader that will look in the eyes of a professional who's qualified, but because they can't perform, and say, "My brother, I think we can try you somewhere else." Not to be afraid of the people. Not to be afraid of men who you get job to. Do you know what the people like brother want? Do you want Mr. Cummings? They are afraid that Mr. Cummings will spoil their chopping. They are afraid because Mr. Cummings, God bless him, he will spoil their chopping. For the status of Cummings, for what he worked, you go on the internet, when you work in the country, they can hire your salary, especially when you be man. Any president will invite Mr. Cummings. Grand Bassa Kante, you Darius Dillon, you can't tell me you know about Mr. Cummings in 2004. When he went to the government hospital in Buchanan and gave $300,000 worth of medication and hospital equipment. In the newspaper. Y'all forget that Cummings. That a man. But y'all wanted him to announce it and say, "Hey, I'm doing it now because I will come back 2017 again to run for president. Then I will come back 2023. That a man who went back and went to an old school there and took care of them. That the same man who brought Coca-Cola to Liberia and they gave Ellen Johnson during the Ebola time $1 million. Then he himself went back and negotiated for $4 million worth of drugs through his contact. Ellis Cummings is the only man that get contact in from Liberia abroad that can bring anybody. Because they know that his government will be straight like a damn needle. Ellis Cummings is the only man who believe in education, because I see none of our politicians talking about education. Whole day they're talking nonsense. See what he did to be there. University of Liberia, UMU, Nima Community College. When they do all this thing, we say, "Oh, the man won't run for president, so he's doing it." Oh, what Ellen Johnson did for you? What Charles Taylor did that would make him president? War. What Ellen Johnson did? War. George Weah played football. What Bouaka did before? What? Y'all show me something that Bouaka did for Liberia. During the war, when the war was on, what Bouaka did for us? What he did? Nothing. Nothing. He lied to us. All we thought, and we felt that this man had wisdom. All we thought Mr. Bouaka is the man who would bring everything back together. He called himself a fixer. But he abandoned the CPP. He abandoned the CPP after listening to Bernard Ure. He brought Bernard Ure in. After listening to Bernard Ure and listening to a chief advisor. And guess what? Who's the new head of Bouaka? Taylor Ure. Second, Steve Johnson. Who is Steve Johnson? COP USA coordinator. A strong follower of Heron Costa. So UP, George Lobo, you on your own, my brother. All of you on your own. Yombly, Dillon, Bouaka fini pushing y'all. Heron Costa fini telling Bouaka, say, listen, they ain't get party. They ain't get no role in the new collaboration. So what role y'all will play? What role y'all will play on a Bouaka? You better go back to your party. You better go back to your party. Or else, your case say goodbye. Your case say goodbye. That long time corruption, you know what you want to do, but you stay corrupt. You're on your own. Henry Costa made it clear and told Joe Bouaka. Joe Bouaka said, okay, my son, I will agree. He said, DeLong and Yombling get no fish to fry in the team because they get no party. So that Bernard Ure now, Mr. Bouaka is supposed to carry as his VP. Mr. Bouaka, you're talking about Mr. Cummings. Y'all look at the follower of Mr. Bouaka. Mr. Bouaka got somebody to be a #1 spokesman that got picture all over the internet with people lay baby. Doing selfie like this. Then taking picture. You don't see woman, you go take a picture. You don't see woman, you go take a trace. You take a trace. You take a trace. And Mr. Bouaka just all over the place. Happy. He can't disqualify it. He can't condemn it. Because he's desperate. The old man is desperate for change, for power, for chance. He believed that that's his time. If Bouaka time now, what time tomorrow? We're talking about change. Then you won't carry us back? 12 years, you couldn't convince Ellen Johnson to pave the road going Lofa Kante? 12 years. It will never happen to me. I will force with Ellen. I will tell her straight, I say, Madam President, in my second term, Madam President, you expect me to work with you for 12 years and I go tell my people in Lofa Kante that I can't pave this road? No. You will make sure we pave it. Simple. But instead, he was just undermining the Oman small. Just what he did to CPP. He pushed Bernard Ure, say, go, and pretend like he don't know. Because you must say that, and you think that age, the age of Methuselah, the wisdom of Solomon. If that dress, then Joshua won't have been president. They will be looking at Amos Sawyer or Tipote or whosoever because they were in politics before George Weah. But that's not how politics work. Or even the great Barack was never going to be president in America. They were going to say that Hillary. You understand? Then when you all say that you want to compare Joe Bouaka with Joe Biden. Joe Biden, who set record? VP. 8 years. 29 years in the Senate. Foreign Committee. Barack came and put his neck on the line for him and said, yes, that's my man. Why Ellen can support Bouaka? You form a new party. You say Mr. Cummings selfish. And then who's saying it? That the Bele one who went to school. that the one who say they get degree, that the one who say they get plenty, the door. The door in their talking. They can't think. They can't think. Don't let them scare you. Nobody can scare me. I can challenge anybody. Nobody. On the issue, you can't scare me. You can't scare me. And when you curse me, I'll be happy. This is a show that I ain't get plenty of viewers. I got 51. But this show resonating in the ears of Liberians than anything. By the grace of God, Monday, I will be in Tapeta. How they know that? I mean, call. They just watch my show. They listen to me on Gompa Station. The man said, I got to talk to you, my son. So, don't let nobody fool you. A country with a good economy, security, education, infrastructure, everything will be in place. Corruption. Which of our politicians talking about corruption? Mr. Bwaka can never come up and say, I will fight corruption. He can never do it. That means he will be insulting Mr. Ure. Mr. Bwaka can never come out and disqualify men who insult women in the street because he will be Mo Ali and Henry Costa will get very with the woman. So Mr. Bwaka will not say it. Or young girl that want to touch everybody, whether her life was different or whatsoever, but some promising girl just drop and die. The woman I even know said up to now he hear the news. He said he hear the news. He hear the news. How the woman will campaign? Paul let Dr. Kiase that Dr. Kiase they were depending on. You don't see money there, you made appointment that Dr. Kiase they were depending on. Yeah, let me tell you today. They were convincing Dr. Kiase to run for the Senate and UP will back him up. Then Dr. Kiase will support Mr. Bwaka. Listen, please, guys, you'll be smart. I'm not making it up. And you saw the UP people posting that, oh, Dr. Kiase bringing helicopter so Mr. Bwaka can go around. Allah. You ain't see the UP people posted that Bwaka and Ure and Bwaka and Kiase on the same team. They were trying to change it to say that the Kiase coming from Magibi, but they failed to realize that the Kiase say are from Kolahu. Tanamio. And I see UP people say Tiawon Gongo will join there because then they are frustrated, yeah. They're frustrated. They will soon say George will join there again. They're frustrated. My two mulatto brother then, Mo Ali and Ami Moda. Ami Moda that he uncle with Joe Bwaka. Mo Ali maybe they get some relationship too. My two mulatto brother there, the way they say mulatto people smart. And now when they lie, I can feel sorry. They quit to lie and catch him. Today, Mo Ali will say this. Tomorrow, Mo Ali say, I don't want to talk the document. I took the signing sheet around. And next thing he say, I carry 5 copies. Hey, Mo Ali. Damn it. Oh, Mo Ali. Mulatto people can lie. That's why they point let off for because we can lie. That's why they hate us because we can lie. But my two mulatto brother there, chairman mulatto man, secretary mulatto man, they can lie. Mo Ali want to be the chief of staff to Mr. Bwaka when he president. I know how he and Henry Costa will marry because Henry Costa said won't be the next Magay. Ami Moda he won't be commerce minister. All of them not choose their job. My friend Victor Kaiser, he will take an empty position from health ministry. I can enjoy it. They not choose their own thing. Stephen Johnson, governor or finance minister. Taylor Ure, you know what Taylor Ure won't go at transport. Taylor Ure won't be the Minister of Transport. Or if her pine go as VP, she might go as VP. Your UP people, you sit down there, Ure can take over your party. Mr. Boaka may tell your Ure, chairman of his tag team. She couldn't even win District 15. We were crying all over the place for her business. District 15, she couldn't put it together. Then Henry Costa controlled the entire show and told Mr. Boaka, say, post Stephen Johnson there. Because if you put me there, they say, oh no. So post Stephen Johnson as the co-chair. How you would take, hey, Jesus Christ. How you would take your tag team, the people who are responsible for your new collaboration, the other men way in America. You left George Lobo. George Lobo, who can go near the man when the man debating, George Lobo, who can put the answer in the paper ear, they left him behind. George Lobo, who can put a plea, he said, Mr. VP, and just tell him XYZ. Amen. The paper now correct. Papi desperate. But let the papi rest small. George, man, we are the CDC-led government. You can bring all the only party that will join CDC. You can tell from the greediness. No. How you will leave of 6 parties put together. I was just looking at the result from 2017. They went to sign document. The only people that signed the document, they didn't carry no membership. They didn't carry the big. I will show the crowd to indulge. Look, I'm so happy. I'm too happy. Let me tell you. We're ready for it. We're not supposed to say President Weah will steal the election. He can't steal the election. If President Weah steal the election, he will join Charles Taylor. Because when we know what they're up to, we know that they're trying to suppress the voters. They're trying to bring in former rebels and AFL people back to hire them, and then they will suppress you at the polling center. They will beat people. There will be confusion and whatsoever. And guess what? If any confusion take place in Liberia, Joshua should know that he's over. You better make friends with Uncle Sam. Or else, the Liberian poor blood will be on your head. Mr. President, you got bad officials around you. Because of your bad officials, you disappointed most of your followers. People who are under the sun and rain. People who disrespected their family because of you. People who told their family, say, leave me, I will vote for George Weah. You disappointed them. Because they believe in you. But I will tell you today, you sedition. That's not the end of your life. But look at your present life. Ask yourself the question. I'm not talking to the corrupt seditions now. I'm not talking about the one who in America who hustle to go get a job there too. So they know. I'm talking about the real commoner, the common sedition. Ask yourself the question. Go back, rewrite your brain. Your life, 2017 and now, is better or is the same. But don't blame yourself. There are a lot of opportunity out there that you can change. Don't blame yourself. The Cummings administration will not discriminate. Cummings believes in young people. He believes in the youth. He believes that the future of Liberia is in your palm. All we need a decent leader, or leader that will put things together to prepare the young people for the 21st century. That's all. It's not in the hands of Joe Boaka. It's not in the hands of President Weah. 4 years is enough year for any leader for people to see difference in their life. We never voted for George Weah that he will only pave roads and forget about the people's lives. That's not what they voted for George Weah for. Everything involved. You can't fight corruption, but you talk about corruption. You can't fight it. And then the funny part, You got a minister of state bragging about it. Yeah. When y'all when we take it, y'all want we should mean it pour our money. You even president, yes, sir. Then you acting that you mean. Now, if you president, guess what? So when you president, you sort of take the money and give it up. Wow. My people. And then you're like, Brempo, you're just allowing it. It's cool. It's cool. It's fun for Margaret to make such a statement. It's good. You know, you ever hear Margaret talking about Mr. Cummings? No. You can hear CD that you who they poo platoon for CDC. The one who they die hard. So we are say we are rents, we are share or we are wins or whatsoever. You're not hear Margaret criticizing Mr. Cummings. You think it's stupid? No. That only one time Margaret was, I think he sneezed. He said he won't debate Mr. Cummings. When you hear Margaret talking, he talk about UP. He talk about different people. That's why they fighting Mr. Cummings. They fighting Mr. Cummings. They want to, oh, Mr. Cummings has citizen. Mr. Cummings has citizen. Mr. Cummings get this. And I'm a lawyer poor. Serena Seaford lie more than the devil. No knowing when before Mr. Cummings left, they requested for Mr. Cummings pass and his ticket, his itinerary to travel, and he gave it. Mr. Cummings came back, then he put a new one because he shamed, he embarrassed. He embarrassed. He said he learned to finger. He fingered the evidence. He took out all the text messages. They want to praise him, Mr. Cummings. Oh, Mr. Cummings, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Mr. Cummings was begging the same people who running all the time because they don't even have system. System. They don't have system. Liberian people do not plan for anything. Just like our political leaders. Just for our political leaders. Every one of them know that Mr. Cummings is the right one. Every one of them admire Mr. Cummings and leadership style. Because of that, I will play this for you again so you will understand. Listen to this criminal.
We bring you greetings from the All Liberian Party. Firstly, we want to use this opportunity to congratulate Honorable Alexander Benedict Cummings for his stewardship.
You hear that the time they say Mr. Cummings was correct. We want to congratulate Mr. Cummings for his stewardship. What he went through, he put the CPP, he made John Weah there was so afraid of the CPP until everybody got confused. You listen to him.
Of the collaboration over the past 8 months. Mr. Cummings, we at the All Liberian Party want to seize this opportunity to congratulate you for what we believe was a job well done. And people, it's very difficult to control 4 political parties. All having ambition, all wanting positions, and all with diversity of views. And we want to use this occasion not only to congratulate you, Mr. Cummings, but to recognize your style of leadership.
You hear? We want to congratulate you not because but your style of leadership is so extra. People did all the things that we did to you. Congratulations, my brother. Congratulations. But because Mr. Cummings refused to go with Omen Boaka, when he realized it, he said, you know, now we can mess with Mr. Cummings, saying he finished leaving. That the devil is in what? The document that he there. If that man was not in the CPP, by this time CPP standing. And I can tell anybody, ANC and Liberty Party is a damn good force. Until other people can join, it's a damn good force, no matter whatever you say. Whether you can say Mr. Cummings carry Billy Till, Mr. Cummings carry Mr. Kishel, Mr. Cummings can carry Stanton Waterspoon, Mr. Cummings can carry Ben Seville, Mr. Cummings can carry Wade Powell, he can carry maybe a Gonglo joint. That your business. It's a damn good collaboration. UP, you listen to your man, that the man who damn sure, yeah, that you were on a mission, he accomplished it.
Always calm and collected.
Yo, yeah, Mr. Cummings always calm. I never see a man that get patient in my life. I never see a politician that get patient. I never see somebody who got patient. I spoke to Mr. Cummings today and asked him, I say, you drink fire energy? He said, what you mean? I said, Mr. Cummings, all the thing I said, money, I decided, I knew, I look at the risks. He said, I'm going nowhere. My country and my country. I love this country. Look, I have never, apart from my late bossman Serenius Nyenfo, I never admire or Liberian man until I saw Mr. Cummings. I see every speck of my boss in this guy. Somebody who who can sit down and tell you things and you ask yourself, what are we doing, my people? What are we doing? Tell us, what are we doing? What God punish us? Oh, hey, Mr. Cummings the best man for the job. Mr. Cummings can do this. But we want him, man. Wow. They call you behind closed door. Mr. Cummings the best man. But you know what? Mr. Cummings, he just supposed to go with Mr. Bwaka. Then when Mr. Bwaka died, then Mr. Cummings kind of power. Or Mr. Bwaka will just stay there for 1 year and then Mr. Cummings will take over. That's the only way Mr. Bwaka can teach him. Mr. Bwaka get anything to teach Mr. Cummings, my people, you ask me or you tell me the thing here today. Mr. Bwaka, who can come up with no decision. He broke a small 4-party that he gave it Chile. If Mr. Bwaka president tomorrow, my people, what will happen? When Mr. Bwaka president tomorrow, y'all know the kind of stealing our being our country? Liberia, we all must settle. It is true that we must settle for the worst all the time, my people. It is true that Liberia is just a place that will never grow again. That's not true, man. That's not true. Oh, the opposition, they're doing bad. Jowea will win with a dark airport. Jowea will win. They're killing the people cheering there. They didn't prosecute one killer yet in our whole country in 4 years, going 5 years. They didn't prosecute nobody. But Mr. Sereno Sifa running behind Mr. Cummings. That woman pray to God, Jowea win. Because if Jowea don't win, that case that on, because they investigated him, they will ban him from pleading law. But you know, Sereno Sifa there is nothing for them. If a man can play with human parts just to get position, that to destroy somebody he think he worry about. But because Sereno Sifa's shame, he is a disgrace that a prosecutor will play with a document to take all the evidence. Oh, God, help our country, Liberia. We got to fast and pray. We got to fast and pray for Liberia. And I want to say, Mr. Belete, thank you for the way you're taking care of Liberty Party. Thank you for standing with Mr. Cummings. Thank you for your party to stand with us, and we stand with you too. We are there together at this. We will show them Liberia is a country of law and order. It's written, it's in the book. It's in the book. So all that nonsense you're doing, oh, Mr. Cummings, Look, the writing is clear on the wall. The writing is clear on the wall. That is what Mr. Cummings, if you're looking for a best friend, and me. Money, can you sleep? I can sleep, but it can't stop me from sleeping. How many hours do you sleep for? 10 hours? Hey, Ellis Cummings at the mail. Ellis Cummings, they can't stand the male fever. Listen, let me go to my quick commercial and listen to this song. This commercial I'm going to play, I want you to listen to it. That because of the man, they're getting funky fever. That because of the man, they're getting crazy. They can't move when they see the man, they're crazy. So listen to the one again. Listen to this. That a quick one here.
Ladies and gentlemen, come on, let's dance it. Come on, let them say ya. Come on, let them say ya. Not in the business, you catching fever. You getting serious like anti-river. Ain't no stopping by the river. And as we coming, we're sweeping, we're cutting, we're moving all the way. Yeah, yeah. We coming, yeah. Well, it's gonna be coming. As we coming, we're sweeping, we coming. Anywhere we meet up, speak. Well, it's gonna be coming. Yeah, you coming, yeah. We coming.
Alexander be coming. We coming, we sweeping. There will be a tsunami in Liberia, Mr. Cummings president. Tsunami. Here with no time. Government official will be in the office 8 o'clock. Save this video. Me, I'm telling you. They will be there 8 o'clock. And see. And like Brempo said, the discipline. They will see it. When the head is bad, everybody follow. Liberians can follow the leader. Because the people know that the government is a toothless bulldog. That is why they're stealing all over the place. They're killing people. They're doing all kinds of things. Nobody accusing the government of killing. I will not accuse the government of killing. But the government is not protecting the people. And the government lied. So anything they talk, they say, oh, you're no, it's not President Weah. It's not the government that are doing the killing. That's not President Weah doing the killing. But we got criminals in Liberia that are doing the killing, but the government is not protecting the people. They're not investigating, they're just rushing. So they themselves doing a very bad job. That's what we're saying. You won't tell me in 4 years, you can't find one killer? In 4 years, you can't find one killer. If they can't find the people who really kill, how they will find the people who poison somebody? Let me ask you too. You see how bad it is? They kill the auditors with their bare hands. They didn't find them. You think they will find a killer for Princess Cooper? You think they will find a killer for Odell Shemo? They can't talk. They can't talk. If they can't find a killer for Gifty and the other auditors, they can't find a killer for Ines, Matthew Ines. They will find a killer for somebody like Princess. They will not find a killer. But Serena Cephas can only prosecute a man who, because he won't run for office. The men are foreigner. The men are American citizen. Serena Cephas, you don't know who are American citizens in your country? Pisota, the minister of gender. I saw when the last time she went to the embassy to get visa, she come to America anytime she feel like. Samet Twe come to America anytime he feel like. Our president, John Manuel Weah, you know he got American passport too? Eh? Or poor man Cummings, you saw his passport, he show you a Liberian passport, you vet. When you gave me clearance to go, then not your business how I go. Hey man, what sense it make? You say, okay, Mr. Cummings, you can go here and come back. Then you say, no, I'm gonna show you. I show you my ticket. Don't you know that when you rushing to get your passport in America here. They can tell you, say, show your ticket, your airline ticket that you actually purchased and blah, blah, blah. So they will give it to you. You think they can ask you for visa? He say you want to see visa. Eh? I say I'm going to Sierra Leone. You won't know if I will take plane. Dumb officials there. Eh? Look at that kind of stupid thing. You think about it? Look, please, I'm not that distraction. Serena Cephas is shamed and embarrassed. He said one, then you have a press conference, say another thing. That's it. Every news that news. Every news that news. But Cummings, whoo, whoo, whoo. 3 cheers for Mr. Cummings. Hip, 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 hip. Whoa. Hip, 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 hip. Whoa. Hip, 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 hip. Prezzo, prezzo, prezzo. This guy. Don't see him short like this. I'm gonna tell you, okay, see? Yes, this guy. Don't see him short like this. This guy is damn smart. The place he was working, and I had my pa working there. Then I Liberian people own that place. Discipline. He get up on time and go to work. One guy inboxed me, he said, you don't get no damn thing to do. Every F day you on the damn thing here. Mr. Cummings, your ass. Oh, it cost me. It cost me. I just text him, I say, thank you very much, my brother. I said, I appreciate the insult. I said, I will not block you. What you getting vexed with me for? Because I support Mr. Cummings. You first. But I will come to the comments. Some of the comments will be cursing Mr. Cummings. Some of the comments say we know nothing. Mr. Cummings finger the document. Mr. Cummings do this. Mr. Cummings do that. Mr. Cummings loving to the mind and power. Mr. Cummings that gay because they said gay. Mr. Cummings doing this. Mr. Cummings that this. Mr. Cummings that this one. Mr. Cummings that. Do you know why they call Mr. Cummings name for? Because Mr. Cummings is the only threat. Mr. Cummings is the only man that George Weah, Bwaka worry about. And my people, we don't swear any kind of thing. We're doing our homework. If you think that we're not doing homework, then so be it. I got what 49% watching me. I get 2,000. My responsibility is to get 2-3% to be convinced. You're listening to the boy I called from Liberia today. He's from UP. You hear me asking who you vote for? You will make up your own mind. But you better follow my show. Another woman, Sidisha, I will not call her name. Me man, she on here today say, Taha. She live Liberia. She always on my platform. Finally, she called. She said, my brother, I will be honest with you. I think time enough is enough. We must be honest to ourselves if we love Liberia. I said, wow. We must be honest to ourselves if we love Liberia. Yeah. Okay, guys. I'm coming to leave now. Today is Friday. TJIF. Thank God it's Friday. Okay, let me see. Let me can play my D12. If no one talks about you, you are nobody. Tell me the voice bad. If nobody chewing your boom, you are nobody. You can go and add your own there just to make it juicy. You can go, you can put your own there just to make it spicy. I know you like the cheese and you like the spot. I don't know which one that. Sugar in the tea, cocoa in the coffee. You can talk about Jesus. You can talk about Moses. You can talk about Abraham. Okay. This song, listen, let me start the music. And you're listening to the Gila. The girl that come with the Gila. So this song is dedicated to you that watch me. It's for you. If anybody talked about you, I know you can be up there, you're not supporting me, you're supporting me, but it's still for you. If anybody saying anything negative of you, accept it. Don't waste your time. Don't say something, don't the time you take to argue with them, that's it. Don't waste your time. Yeah. Yeah, you see the guys, you get friendship with wow. Hey, Gila. Hey, Gila.
Check your Facebook. That's
Go, guys, say, damn it.
Check your full You will not believe it.
Oh.
The 3 minutes too.
Hey, Gila, there.
My ball right there. And that's my ball.
That I para here later. She carry news, man. She happy. Yeah, but I check the air.
Hey. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, it was gonna be. Oh, no.
D12 on the beat.
If nobody talks about you, you are nobody. Nobody. If nobody chewing your bone, you are nobody. Nobody. They will know everything about you more than you know yourself. Yeah. They will talk, they will talk, they will talk, just to bring you down. They will spread all your bad news more than they spread your good news. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but no one wants to die. Oh, see, let them do the talking again. See, I will do the bluffing, yeah, yeah. Anything they say about me, please believe it. Believe it. Believe it. Believe it. Believe it. Anything they say about me, please believe it. Believe it. If nobody talks about you, you are nobody. Nobody. If nobody chewing your bone, you are nobody. Nobody. If you like it, you can hire your own there, just to make it juicy. Juicy. If you like, you can pour your own there, just to make it spicy. Spicy. I know you like the G's and you like the fries too. The fries too. Sugar in the tea, cocoa in the coffee, anything you want to say. If they can talk about Jesus Christ, they can talk about Moses, they can talk about Abraham. Who they can talk about you? Tell me, see, and I had
I'm not here to explain it. I'm not here to justify. My friends, you that listen to me, I'm dedicating this song to you. So, if Mr. Cummings, everywhere you go, or in the chicken soup place, Cummings. Why? Ask yourself the question. Why you think they call Mr. Cummings? Why you think that Mr. Cummings' name is the only one in the race? And why? Then you get some people who ain't got no respect but to insult and call him. They feel that they say Mr. Cummings now pays Stanton Witherspoon. They say Mr. Cummings pay Prophet Keys. Mr. Cummings, oh, let me tell you fun. Let me tell you the joke, and I'm honest about it. I said, Mr. Cummings, the people say you pay all the people then. If you really not paying them, I think we need to start paying more. He started laughing. I said, oh. I said, because you pay Prophet Key, you pay Stanton, Stanton was talking for you again. They say, oh, that Stanton not changed. Then you pay the other person. You pay for people to write against you. You pay me so I can talk for you. Then you pay me. Then you pay me. Then you pay me again. Let me check my WhatsApp app. Let me check my Cash app and see if Mr. Cummings sent something for me. Sir, let me look there and see. Because you can send my late in there. Let me tell you. Let me look there. Damn, ain't can you? Ain't can yes, sir. Listen, you're watching me now. You're supporting Cummings. You got to send me something too now. Because you know that Mr. Cummings send it in you. Yeah. Tell me, man. So I receive it yet. When I say I'll get something too, no man, not worry. No man, not worry. We're not yet to justify. Let me finish my music. After that one will be done. Please believe it. Believe it. I can believe it.
And I have to justify. And I have to convince you. Please believe it. Believe it. Believe it. Believe it. Believe it. Anything they say about me, please believe it. Believe it. If nobody talks about you, you are nobody. Nobody. If nobody chewing your bone, you are nobody. Believe it. Believe it. Believe it. Believe it. Anything they say about me, please believe it. Believe it. Believe it. Believe it. Believe it.
Okay, guys, believe it. Whatever they want to say, believe it. Cummings is the man. Cummings is the next president of Liberia. Maybe you guys don't see, but Cummings is the next president of Liberia. Don't waste your time. The Liberian people will vote for Cummings. The Liberian people will vote for Cummings. And that will be the shining point. That will be the starting point. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Change is in the air. Change is in the air. Liberian people have decided to get a change. They started with a change. They will end with a change. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you highly. It is your right to support whoever you want to support. It is my right to support whoever I want to support. So there's no you know, the first there's you're listening to this one here. He said, then tell Cummings supporter to start preaching Cummings message on Facebook. I don't know what he's talking. He also paid to be on the show. Yeah, he paid to be on the show. It will pay. It will pay. Thank you. Thank you for answering, because I don't know what he was trying to say. Mr. Cummings will be a breath of fresh air. Yes, Emmanuel Mo, you are 100% right. Dorothy, she said, in your dreams. I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know who dreaming. Because nobody really want to dream. Because for you to dream, you must be sleeping. The only person I really know can dream is Joseph Walker. Joseph Walker actually dreamed a lot because he sleeps. You know, he can be sleeping. But nobody will be alive and be dreaming. So I don't know. You can make mistakes sometimes when you're talking your thing. Yeah. Let me go back to my tab because I got about 100 and something message. You're the one that need to go pee and go to bed. Not because your father never win public office in Liberia, so everyone else is the same. I like that. Private sector management and government management are not the same. Yeah. Education is a bad thing. Oh. Not everybody who went to school are educated people. Yeah, education is not about a degree. And Winner Freeman said private sector management and government management are not the same, sir. Who the hell are you, Edwin? Edwin Freeman. You the worst, and I think I will declare you as one of the worst. But let me just educate you a little bit. Maybe it might help you. You understand? Good. The first thing, you don't know nothing about your constitution. You're Liberian. You don't know what qualifies a Liberian to run for president. You don't know. But let me tell you, you must be a Liberian citizen, 35 years old, 35,000 hours for property. Finish. No degree, no nothing. Two, your school that you went to, when you go to school and you graduate and they gave you a degree, they never told you that your degree, and they never tell you that your degree that they're giving you is for private sector or public. A man with an engineer degree can work in a private sector or go work with government, maybe at a public work ministry. It got nothing to do. Now, you can be a manager of a company, you control people. You can be a civil servant. You can be a minister. The difference between you, minister of government, and a managing director of a private corporation. The private corporation produce, you work harder. The minister over there work to the will and pleasure of a president. The men on that side are working to produce for the company. So the company is like a country. Oh, let me break it down for you a little bit. In private corporation, they got board. The board of directors, they come, all the different meet with the CEO. When they discuss, they go down and implement this thing. In government, the board of directors in government is the minister. That's why they have cabinet meetings. The cabinet meetings, every ministers are advisors to the president. You don't know that? But anyway, I have to educate you, man. They show not for dumb people. Don't make yourself a little small. It's not for dumb people. It's for people who smart to understand things. So I don't know where in the so you see, in Liberia, only Liberians think like this. That for you to run for office, that means you work in government. That means you should work in government to run for office. Which of the government are job we are working? Because being senator, I mean that you work in the government and nobody appointed you. You are elected as a senator. You understand? Charles Taylor was a rebel who made him president. Where Henry Costa, who was running a few times, I'm not able to teach people, man. Just I don't have to waste my time. So, what JB or Josh we had did for Liberia before coming to that the question, my people. What JB and Joshua did for Liberia before becoming president. Yeah. But don't call him Mr. Fool. Just say he dull. Where the loan he promised the businesswoman in Monrovia who were brutalized by the police. Who the promised loan that were brutalized by police? So now you can make up your own story. I don't know who the woman you're talking about because I don't think you're talking to Commies. Because Mr. Commies don't bribe people. That because they brutalized one woman and he say, I promise you loan. No. That's not how it works. ABC all the way, man. Commies is a big crook, a fingerer. Oh, yes, that's true. Commies is a fingerer, but that is why I told you on the page here, I say why I'm discussing about Joseph about Mr. Commies. This or Joseph Boakai supporter who said Mr. Commies is a big crook and fingerer. But he can't tell me what Mr. Cummings finger. Maybe Mr. Cummings finger him, finger whoever behind him, finger, and finger them. Because all of them love to finger. And so yes, Mr. Cummings is a big finger, is a big thing. But you still not telling me nothing. So just listen to me, because I will see some of your posts again. Thank you. I wonder what was Boakai doing before Ellen picked him to be her. Boakai was trying to run for president in 97. He lost in the primary in his party. He tried to run in 97 against Charles Taylor, but he ain't go nowhere. In the same Unity Party. Yes, Unity Party? No. It was Unity Party. No, in another party. Then when Ellen came back this time around, she decided to carry him. Because the last time Ellen carried, I think Kofa. I think one Mr. Kofa, yeah. That the person she carried. Yep. You see, that's it. Yep. ANC all the way. Oh yeah, Mandela Cooper can relate, man. All these people supporting Mr. Cummings. You think the boy get sense? We will stand with Cummings. We'd rather go down with him and stand up with him. You know, I let them, when you're putting your post up, man, let me understand it because I know you say, is that your definition for job? BM is not a job. So I don't know who you're talking to. Joseph Newman Boaka is an example of election time politician. That's the biggest fear. Henry Pedro Costa said it himself. That's true. Had Elena picked Boaka as a VP in 205, who would have even known the name Boaka today? What was Boaka doing before Ellen picking? That's a damn good question. And I will ask the UP people, what kind of job, what Boaka was doing? Yeah, that's a good question. Yep, there is another hypocrite, man. We know. We know. As ask them again, Boaka could not even win primary in his own party. The papa can run away from the papa. All the papa is scared of primary. Even in a united party, the papa he win it, he go for primary. Yeah, the papa is scary. Ah. He said, you praising ABC like God. You don't trust politicians, sir. Wait until they assume power. No, I am not praising ABC like God. I'm telling you, I admire ABC. I admire his platform. So he's not God. He's not God. But let me tell you, when Christmas will be good, you will tell from the eve. Mr. Cummings, the only politician who went, he in Liberia, he lost, and he stayed in Liberia, and he stayed talking today, while the other people stay passing around sleeping. You know Mr. Cummings. So how will I trust him? He ain't changed. You know what kind of offer some people wanted to give me? If Mr. Cummings will agree, they're going to say, okay, you know what? I will just go as VP. Mr. Cummings said, go as VP now. I will leave Mr. Cummings straight. Yep, you're right, brother. Coca-Cola never closed. In fact, during the Ebola, Coca-Cola paid all the employees for 1 year, and Coca-Cola was not doing nothing. 1 year for the Ebola, under the leadership of what? Alexander Cummings. Oh yeah, they call it Papi the Fixer. My brother, Liberia were made for hard time. Otherwise, no one in their right mind will ever support candidate other than ABC. Listen, this is my favorite line. It's truth. I said it. I said, even us that living out of Liberia, I think we should be better and smarter than the people in Liberia. But we are the one that telling the people over there that, Oh no, they're not commies. So the people, you see, in Liberia, those that grew up in Liberia, they look at the politicians and they see the way the politicians live. Everybody want to live the same way. You are in a community, they gave you job, your life changed, you driving Tinted car, the next thing I begin to want a job to do this. And they say, oh, that man job get chopping. When that man coming home, every day he get back in your hand. You know, that's how they believe. So that's what giving Mr. Cummings hard time, but Mr. Cummings is too brave. Mr. Cummings is too strong to be surviving by this time. He's too strong. Oh, yeah, your prayer, God answering your prayer for true. God already protecting that man for true, my man. What? Mr. Cummings strong, oh? Yes. Trust me, I don't lie to you. I research this man every day. There are a lot of things in Liberia men did in Liberia. Liberians who are dressed, especially when I saw the Buchanan on Grand Bassa County in 2004. That man donated $300,000 worth of medication and equipment to Buchanan Government Hospital. You think they know about it? Because he can't talk. Because he quiet. We were talking. We were talking. We were talking. Yeah, Ellen made him to pack that. Ellen put him in the play there. But a wicked old man. Deceitful man. He the one pushing Ure. Do this. He the one pushing Ure. Do this one. Do this other one. Do this other one here. Do this other one. I'm telling you. The old man suffering from entitlement syndrome. He had been diagnosed. That people who think that they're still living in the past. Oh, you know, yeah, I can remember Todd Montana. Yeah, Todd Montana was the man. And they think that it's still the man. Yeah, that susu, yeah. That, hey, you think that susu? That my time to eat. That my time to eat. Oh. That my time to eat. Joe, we had took second place 2 times, and then we made him president. I must say I took second place the way Joe we are messing on now. I the one supposed to count that too. Now what happened now? I can't go for president and this and that. Mr. Bwaka is desperate. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, there. Hey man, I marry your family woman. I'm from Maryland, but my wife from Bon County. Yeah. The woman couldn't beg Ellen Johnson and say your face the role in Lofa County. Let me get you one story. He said, fake news. Stop speculating. Now you're better. You will listen to me. When me you jump. They say all the senators and representatives took pickup from Mentor Steel when Ellen was president. My question to you, if they can get a senator and representative pickup, what they get Joe Biden? You think about it. What they gave him? The president of the Senate. What they gave he and Madam Salif? They gave their own. That's a good one. He took a slice. You know, the comment can make my day. They think they're entitled to Bwaka, let me put a statement. Oh, you look at his statement. Let his statement now. Yeah, you look at his statement. Papi go sit down, man. We're not here to joke. We're talking about serious business. We're not talking about. Listen, Mr. Cummings refused to share no job with Musa Belete. That your business, Musa Belete is a citizen. He can be president or be vice president. We refuse nothing. So you will not even play that. They will not play that politics. If Musa Belete will be vice president, it will not stop it. So nobody refusing nothing. Yeah. So you will not even change Musa ability man, you will not change Madingopo man, you will not change the Muslim people against us, you will not do nothing. Nobody chose the tribe, nobody chose the religion. Let me tell you today. That real will refuse to share job with Musa. You do look like a stupid people. You think Musa says stupid? You think Musa don't know the right thing? We collaborating, we stayed there election and next year. So what you get invest for? Liberty Party invest, ANC invest, you're vet. Liberty Party who supporting Mr. Boy, they invest. Benete invest. Mr. Cummings invest. I invest. The people are watching me, they invest. You invest. Benete the mayor. Mr. Cummings' ability is strong. They will teach your sense. The librarian people there. You say ability corrupt, you will teach your sense. We teach you. Oh, day we can hear. Ability corrupt. Ability this. Ability that. But we see ability going to court. Ability a businessman. Ability owe the government $5 million in taxes. Now your business. The government can go ask for it. Ability rob his partner in Japan. Now your business. Then the partner come for it. Man. Oh, day we give him fake story. Tell me. Hustler here and we custom. Needs to find somewhere and sleep. You don't see woman, you go take a transit. You take a transit. Oh, you take a transit. In America, when it made you vet, you can take bullet and put it in your head. And in America, preaching politics for coming to get job in Liberia, then you hear talking about CDC. Seditions are corrupt. The sedition, the one that supporting George, we are the one who left there. They are damn corrupt. And so you yourself, you corrupt. So if you're not in America, I am sorry, my brother. I'm not here to convince you. I'm not here to justify nothing but you. You're not voting me, I can vote, but you can't vote. You get driver license in Liberia? No. You get voter card in Liberia? No. You're not a voter. I don't need to sit in Liberia. You just need to get on a plane, go and vote, and come back again. That anything, what one hurting you? Hey, Biggie, you on your own. I can't teach you again. That's it. You're right, Prince. They sick people for true, man. Dorothy, she said, communist people will never get in power. Only the corrupt sedition will get in power, or George or JB. Communist people will never get in power, my brother. Just forget that one, brother. Keep driving your truck driver. Oh man, I wish I was a truck driver, to be frank with you. The car you can see me in is not a truck, but I wish I was a truck driver because truck driver made more money. Since I'm a truck driver, maybe your boyfriend is a damn criminal or your husband is a criminal. And if you get a husband, I show your boyfriend is a criminal. But for me, I'm a truck driver. I wish I was a truck driver because truck driver making money. But I got family. I can't drive a truck. So the one you see me in is a van. You understand? For reason I can't maybe other people know what I work, but I can't tell you exactly where I'm working when I'm on Facebook. I can't say it. But the fact of the matter, you can see me relaxing. I'm on salary stay. I'm making the money. But I wish I was a truck driver because truck driver make a lot of money. Truck driver build this country. They are the economy. They are the force to the American economy. You don't know. But Dorothy, your husband, maybe your husband are kwasa. Maybe he's a criminal. Maybe your husband, you got your boyfriend. Maybe one of them, or maybe you're not even married, but you're talking about somebody. Truck driver is a damn good job. But Dorothy, even if maybe you got a boyfriend, maybe you're nice because you're like getting your leg nice, you're to be nice, maybe you're working 2 jobs. And maybe you effing somebody on the side, so you're brave enough to come on my post and talk about truck driver. Truck drivers make more money. You don't know that? Dorothy, just how you just disrespect you, I know you too good, man. Don't pretend like I don't know you. And I'm telling you now, You know that I know you very well. Eh? Okay. So you want me to tell you about the other one apart from your husband? You want me to tell you now on Facebook? You want me to tell you? So you see, Dorothy, you gotta be careful, man. What you say? You gotta be very, very careful. You know you married, eh? And I know your boyfriend too, eh? Okay, be careful, man. So you gotta be careful what you say on the people post. Communist people will never get in power, my brother. Just forget that one, brother. Keep driving your truck driver. I wish I was a truck driver because I know some friends there who driving truck they make good money. But with me, I can't drive truck. You know why? Because I got children home, and it's not for people who marry and get family. Because if I decide to drive truck, I will be all over the place from state to state. But for you, maybe you don't know about truck drivers, they make money. Or maybe your husband don't even have a job. So you worry about somebody who truck drive because you wish if your husband not a medical doctor, you know that one. Eh? Your husband, what do you think your husband doing? Apart from your husband, you want me to call your boyfriend in here? You better be careful with me, you get. Before your friend can call me and say, Money, why you doing that to Dorothy for? So you better be careful. I will not hesitate to do it. I will not hesitate for my audience to know the kind of person you are. Because you see, I only saying this, and I'm not vexed with you. But Liberians, we are the most dumbest people. We're so rude and we're so stupid. You know who you're talking to? I'm a medical doctor. You know who you're talking to? I'm a damn accountant. In my house, my wife get her degree in cost accountant. But when I open my mouth, she shut up. When I talk, she don't talk. Because she know I'm the man. She's the one that the neck. I'm the head. That is why we've been together for long. It's just a food for thought. It's just something I'm telling you. Be careful sometimes what you say when you come on because you got nothing to offer. That's why because you got nothing to offer. I'll tell you, she's sedition. She live in Georgia. That the one them who live in Georgia who don't know what they want, they get men that is supporting. So she brave to tell me about truck driver. But keep on the page. You don't get nowhere to go. SG Shrek. Shrek is a shameless person, that's true. You funny and confusing. You and your handful of viewers. You know clearly that Cummings is not a challenge to ruling CDC, but JB remains a serious challenge to CDC. Well, then you miss it yourself, my brother. Emmanuel, you know I like you when you posting your thing there. How can you say JB is a threat when nobody know where JB is right now? Nobody know where Mr. Boaka is sitting right now, whether he actually in Liberia or whether he's to his house. Nobody have seen him. Do you think that the people will ready vote for JB? Pray to God for let JB get on the ballot. Pray to God he get one set to even run. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Oh. You see, Dorothy say you yourself is frustrated like the host talking about men walking. I'm frustrated. You and myself who frustrated, Dorothy. or maybe it is a fake name, but Dorothy, you myself who frustrated. Dorothy, I just went through your profile. You're not a married woman. Maybe the person that you get is not your husband, and you will not get married. Maybe you might go home and find one little boy and bring him to Liberia. So that's all you're going to do. So you see, the big difference between us, I am married, I got kids, I got family. So you see the difference? So you and myself not on the same line, man. Just remain on my life and be talking. It will be better for you. Yeah, Regina, how are you, man? How's everything? You know, Emmanuel, you just struck another point. That's how bad the thinking are. Because we ain't got the numbers. So we must sit down and fold our hands and say, oh, you know, ain't no sense. Mr. Bwaka took second place last election. So let's just sit down and wait for him. Y'all continue dreaming. Y'all continue dreaming. Because the only people that dream now that the people can sleep. The only people that are dreaming right now that the people who sleeping. Hello? Number. What's going on? Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. About I'm live right now. But everything okay. I talked to him today. It's fine. Don't worry about that thing, man. All that thing for nothing. I just distraction. I just distraction. All right. But okay. He said billeted as CDC operative using Cummings and his ANC party as base to invade major opposition party. Yeah, your business. They will hear you. That we the one that friend with billeted we very again. Billeted anyway, it look like you in my way, I think you look from Grand Basso Kande. Because I think you sound like a Basso man now. Just from your post here, you sound like a Basso man. That Darius Dillon supporter. In my way. Yeah, let billeted be CDC man. We like it. We like it like that. We like it like that. Dorothy I come by again. Man, Lapa, what you say? Thank God. We don't have any opposition in our way in Liberia. CDC 2030 year. Look at CDC woman talking. Ah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, big mouth people. They say when long team man ready to die, you think the man laughing. Keep telling yourself if that make you feel happy. Okay, Christine. That's a very good question. Maybe you are not seeing it. Maybe you just joining, but I even cut it down, but I will play it before I leave so you can see it for yourself, or I will share it with you to your mailbox. But Mr. Cummings is the only person who have explained what he would do in Liberia. He talked about infrastructure, and he talked about which type of infrastructure. He talked about job creation. He talked about agriculture. He talked about whatsoever. But because of your question, I want you to listen to this. Because of your question, if you stay watching me, I want you to make another comment so I can know if you stay watching me so I can play it for you again. You see, this is what I like. Apart from my first question, my first thing I saw, but I like when people ask this kind of thing. Okay, I hear you talking about Mr. Cummings. Can you sell him as in what his plans are? And has he made his plan public? Yes, he did. And this is the plan that he continued to tell the Liberian people what we can do. And I want you to listen to it for yourself because I can explain it to you, but it will not help. This is what he told the Liberian people. But I only cut everything and start because I've been playing it all the time, but I try to bring it to 6 minutes. So I want you to listen. And to those of you people, those of you that are watching me, please let us give the benefit of the doubt to Christian.
There are 5 priorities we have, and we call that the what. And then there are 5 things we call the how we'll do it. And those priorities are as follows. Our first priority is infrastructure. Simply put, it's electricity, it's roads, it's water, and it's internet and cell phone connectivity across Liberia. We have to invest in infrastructure. That is the top priority. That's the basis on which we can and will do everything else. The second priority for us is job creation. There are too many unemployed, underemployed, and unemployable Liberians. The unemployment rate is over 85%. And therefore, job creation is our next priority, creating jobs for the Liberian people. The next priority is agriculture. We are a country that do not feed ourselves. These are things we can do for ourselves. We should be producing rice to feed ourselves. And my commitment is that by the end of my first term in office, we will be self-sufficient in rice production. And within education, we are focused on vocational training, teachers training, and adult education. But we have to educate our young people because, again, that's how we can help them create jobs. That's how we can train farmers. And so these things are all linked together. And our final priority in terms of the what's is health. Because you can have good infrastructure, you can have a good job, you can feed yourself, you can have great education, but if you don't have your health, it doesn't matter. And so health is our 5th priority, and there we're focused on primary health care and preventive health care. So those are the what's we'll do for our people, for the Liberian people. How are we going to do these things? The first how is we want to engage Liberians differently in the transformation of our country. We call this hearts and minds. How do we get all Liberians to participate in the changes that are required? We're going to use arts and music and culture and reconciliation and religion. All of these things, we will be deliberate in using these things to engage us as a people in this transformation process. And so we're doing some work on how we can make those things happen. The next how is that we're going to find the money. We have to find the resources, the money, to do all of the what's I mentioned earlier. And the way we'll find the money is first, we'll go after waste in government. You know, we spend a lot of money on things that we don't need, or we pay too much for things that we do need. So for example, I believe the vehicles we buy for our government officials, we spend too much money on that. We should reduce the number of vehicles, and we should buy less expensive vehicles for our government officials. We need to reduce how much they make so we can pay teachers and civil servants and police officers and the military officers and healthcare workers, people who actually do the work. We need to pay them more money and reduce the gap between those at the top and those who actually do the work. The other way we'll find the money is going after this thing called corruption. You know, corruption has been the bane of our country, is the primary reason why we are as underdeveloped as we are today. And we will aggressively go after corruption. The first thing we'll do is we will appoint a corruption czar, a minister in charge of corruption in the presidency that will coordinate all of the agencies that are meant to find corrupt officials. Secondly thing we'll do is we'll make sure we are giving the resources, the money, the right people the right logistics to the anti-corruption agencies, the LACC, Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, the General Accounting Office, the Public Procurement and Concessions Commission. We will make sure they got the right resources to go after corrupt officials. After that, when we find people who are corrupt, we will prosecute them, we will put them in jail, and we'll seize their assets. It will not be good enough for you just to resign. Okay? So those are the things we will do to really go after corruption. I have committed that I will not take a salary. The salary that is paid the president, I will allocate it towards helping to fight corruption. That's how important I think it is to us. And then the other way we'll find the money is we'll make sure we're getting full value, the full monies we're due from our natural resources. We'll look to exploit other natural resources so we can get the funds required to fund healthcare, to fund infrastructure, to create jobs, etc., etc. So finding the money is the second how. The next how is we want to create a government of inclusion. We want all sections of our country to be represented in the government. We want opposition political parties to be in government because we believe that having a government inclusion will help all of us make the right decisions. It will make sure that we're spreading the resources of our country across the entire country. And then the last two hows, one is growing the private sector. We will focus on growing the private sector so Liberians can primarily benefit from that growth. No longer should Liberian business people be spectators to our economy. And we want to actively support Liberianization and encourage and provide credit and other facilities to Liberian businesses so they can participate. And last but not least, we will use technology. We'll leverage technology to help us achieve our goals. So those are the what's and the hows. I thank you. God bless you. God bless the Republic of Liberia.
Okay, Christine Camel. So I think you see that for yourself and you listen to it, and that is the plans of Mr. Cummings. And in fact, as time goes back, Mr. Cummings has improved on certain things. So you see, he's the only politician in Liberia who have explained to Liberian people. It never happened before. So we don't use all these things. It ain't happened before. Nobody tell us what they're going to do. Yeah, nobody tell us. Nobody. They just say it. Every opinion poll, Alexander Cummings always in single digit, while UP double digit, even though you guys preaching politics, I'm sorry that this guy, Imaya, if you live in America, I think you're one of those who came to America and still don't have anything in you, and that is so sad. When poll was done in Liberia, when they ever did a poll in Liberia, people calling radio station is not a poll, it's not scientific. Yeah, since then I think you need to worry. To be frank, then you need to worry. Yeah, but man, I will sing my song when I'm ready to sing. Yeah, I will sing. One must have the things I will not I will not make my voice flexible. Dorothy, you funny. You funny, Dorothy. You come on my show, you call me a truck driver. Even if you don't call me truck driver, you call another person, you try to degrade other people. And to show you even know nothing about Liberia, you're talking about one party, one political party cannot get President Weah afraid. President Weah party, that party. Your corrupt party, that party. Yeah? Your corrupt party, that party. Oh yeah. Waka won all the polls in 2017 and whipping. Oh, the same thing you doing up. That what Rebecca doing up. Rebecca in Liberia, she up by this time. I send her a light and she get it. Uh, don't mind the people, man. They just shameless people. Shameless people. Yeah. Oh, what won't making a verse? If we preach Cummings business, worry about Boaga, don't worry about Cummings. Eh? Okay, let me see your response, Dorothy. He said the man your mom had and I have sex with, or the man who is eating her and your wife. I don't know what you're really talking about. Dorothy, you sounding just like a prostitute on my feedback. You sound as somebody who will call girl. Yeah? So I don't really know what you're talking about. Hello? Yeah? About no. Oh yeah, they was going to bring it. They was going to bring it up. I will watch it. Yeah. Man, you ain't got no reason taking the money. There's nothing to trust in. There's nothing there to trust. Why they gonna give you money to go fight case in Labrador? You can raise the money from here and go fight the case in Labrador. If you ask, yes. Well, that's the fact. You ain't got no excuse on that. No excuse on that one then. Dorothy, wash to show some of your stupidity. Go ahead. Une CD, hold on, Mari. I'll call you back just let me close up. Une seditions are very rude. The women, you don't know the women from the men. You don't know which one of them is woman or which one of them is man. So that the difference. So you guys will not pay your house mortgage in the US because you guys will never ever get in power. But Dorothy, then you're wrong. Because the fact of the matter is that you are the one who worry about CDC government want to go home and you're damn corrupt. Some of us here, to show that we don't care, we rather lose with a good person because if we wanted job, we'll be in the same group like y'all who they stay disappointed y'all. And up to now, you don't even know. I bet you want to go to Liberia. You want to go home. You can't go home, man. You can't go home. You will watch me. You will set your butt in there and watch me and listen to me. You will listen to me. I will not block Dorothy. I will not block her. I will not block Dorothy. Yep, that's true. Don't worry about her. Let her. I will not block Dorothy. Let Dorothy remain there. Let Dorothy remain. Yep, Dorothy. uh, you see, Dorothy. Dorothy say, "Hobo Joe with your small one, Toto." Ah, you see, Dorothy know people there who get it. She know people who get small Toto. But Dorothy, I will not go there with you, man. To be frank with you, it's just a disgrace and shame for a woman. You know, it's just shameful for a woman to come on and talk. From your picture, Dorothy, I can tell you how long you've been without a man. From your picture, I will tell you the real truth. It's been a long time. Yeah, it's been a long time. From your picture, you can tell. Now you there? Yeah, you can tell. She went to J.J. Ross Memorial High School, lived in Lawrenceville, Georgia. She from Lawrenceville, Georgia, and that's it. So Dorothy, yeah, she a seditian, and Dorothy says she go to church. Oh. Her pastor name, what the man is there? Pastor Bruce Fisher. Oh, that your pastor, oh, Pastor Bruce Fisher? Hmm. Okay, oh. Oh, and Dorothy in Aladura Church. Oh. Ah, okay, guys, I'm done. I will keep all the other information for tomorrow. I want to say thanks very much for watching. Dorothy, have a good weekend. And you say, I know you say you're Hobo Joe. I don't understand what you're trying to say. What are you Hobo Joe and you deal with small toto? I don't know what you're talking about. What you're talking about. But anyway, and maybe you saw Henry Costa owner. Your new your policy come back to you. So maybe that she the one said pull Henry Costa picture up there. Yeah. Yeah, Dorothy, I can block you, man. Trust me, I will let you stay there. So you will show some of your attitude. But I just try to tell you, you don't come on page and start talking. But I'm not a guy who calls woman now. But I just tell you the first thing, the biggest mistake you made was to come on this thing here. And to you, maybe you think I'm a truck driver. No, I'm a technician. I'm a technician. I did fiber optic, cable, home networking, home security. So it's obvious. So when you see me sitting in that truck, I'm on my time. I do what I want to do. It's not a, I don't drive truck that go around. No, I don't. You see? Yeah. I get up in the morning, look on my phone, see my job, and go there. Yeah. So it could be any other person. You're like people, you need to start telling people whatsoever. And you learn to respect people. You're a woman. Don't be the first. Because you don't even know the issue. You don't know. You man, tomorrow now when I see your husband or your boyfriend, and when I start telling him now about your other boyfriend, then you will say I vest. Then you will say, oh, I told your boyfriend, and I tell you that you're not correct. And, yeah. You cannot do anything with that liar man. Hmm. Damn, some of your posts, man, you confusing me. Well, the liar man, and I Joshua made a song they call Liar Man. So I know who Joe we are making for, but I know that he ain't the liar man. Okay, guys, y'all have a good day. I love you all. Y'all have a pleasant weekend. Enjoy yourself. Maybe tomorrow I'm gonna come on, maybe Sunday or whatsoever. If you see me, Dorothy, you're free to come back on there. You know what I'm saying? But just watch your post. Watch what you say. I will not block you, man. I will not block you. Although you're not a voter because you're not voting, like bro. For me, I voted. You can vote. So me sure something. Me, I let you will know up to now. You see my driver license. You see my Liberian driver license, and this is my American driver license. And this is my Liberian driver license. So you see, I got a valid driver's license in Liberia. So you see the difference? And I got a voter card. I'm voting, you're not voting. So that's the point. Okay, guys, y'all have a good day. Thank you very much. God bless you. God stay with you, protect you. And we'll get there. We'll get at the finish line. We are the honor door. We can be in the 4th, 5th, 6th place. Any way you want to put us. The race is not to the swift, but the one who endures to the end. You know what I'm saying? The men are down, fear no fall. No matter how long you keep a laser in the river, it will never change to a crocodile. No matter how long you keep George Weah, he will never change. He will continue to blunder until 2023. Thank you very much. Dorothy, have a good day and God bless you. Bye for now.